Let me introduce about myself. I'm Chaitanya. I'm having 13 plus years of experience into IT world. Okay. Currently, I'm working as a DevSecOps engineer. Okay, which means uh, I'm into AWS cloud and as well as I am into the DevOps itself. And I'm working for the security also. So DevSecOps engineer. Right now, I'm working as in an level five. I'm a level five consultant in a top level MNC company. And when you come to my certification, I am a certified AWS solution architect, and then I am an Kubernetes certified Kubernetes administrator, and I have my Red Hat certifications and Microsoft certifications. These are my certifications which I am having right now. And when you come back to the what I can say, why we want to learn AWS, what is the necessity of learning it? So let us see what we can see, or else what we can go through that. So just imagine you are in some 2005, okay, 2005 or 2010. If I want to store some data, okay, in 2005, if you want to store some data, where you will store the data? Where you are going to store the data? Okay, if no audio, that's fine. Okay, you can send me in the chat box also. Okay, if you want to save the data, where you will save the data? In 2005 or 2010. Let us go back. We are in 2025, which means 20 years ahead. But I am talking to 2005 or else 2010, 15 years back, where we used to save the data. Yes, Srinath. Hi, good morning, Srinath.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay. Yeah, in databases or files, but where the files are stored. Databases is a separate concept. If you are having some music files, which means audio files, video files, photos, where we used to save the data, or else some Word document, PowerPoint presentations. Okay, so we used to save the data either in the pen drive, or we used to save the data in the memory cards, or we used to save the data in the hard disk. Hard disk, we have only hard disk, and at the time when we go back, we have floppy disks also. So just imagine if we are storing the data in pen drive, memory cards, and hard disk, it is a little bit difficult for me to what I can say, it is a little bit difficult for me to fetch out the data. I need to check in which device the data is present, how I can retrieve the data. It is a little bit difficult for me. Okay, so and not only that, these CDs and when we are installing the operating system in the old days, operating systems are available in the CDs, DVDs, or somewhere like. Okay, not only that, the same way, if you want to watch a movie, okay, if you want to watch a movie, these movies are available in the CDs, DVDs, and Blu-ray disc. Nowadays, no one is touching the CD, DVD. No one is talking about the video player, CD player, DVD player. Okay, previously we used to have the CD player and DVD player. And you know what? Fun fact is that those who are in 90s, okay, those who are in 90s, what we used to have, if I want to play a game, we will purchase that memory stick, game stick, and we will install it on an PlayStation, and we used to play that. So now everyone are playing PUBG and some XYZ things in mobile itself. Okay, so but in the if you go back to good olden days, we used to have this keyboard kind of thing. On the top of that, we used to install that game stick, and we will have some joysticks kind of thing, and we used to play that, right? So of course we have a lot of fun in the good olden days, but now when you come to current era, so all those hurdles whatever we have faced in that 2005 2010 situation. For example, I have created a beautiful presentation for my office. Okay, I created a good presentation for my office, also I created a good presentation for my college. So now if I want to present that, okay, so I have created in my computer. Now I need to copy that into pen drive, and I have to carry it to my office, and I need to submit it over there, or else I need to carry a laptop. In that time there is no such powerful laptops are available, or else no we don't have that kind of uh, flexibility to carry the laptops in that time. Of course we used to have, but for the offices only. What about the colleges? In the colleges we don't have. So if I forgot that presentation, carry that presentation. So if you see in the olden days, then we have to say it manually. Okay. But nowadays, what is happening if you come back to 2025, 2025, everything is on cloud. Everything is on cloud. So which means, for example, I want to create a presentation. I want to give a presentation. Now what I will do, I will create the presentation in my home, in my desktop or laptop, and I will save it in my drives. Either it might be Google Drive or else OneDrive or else MS Office. If I sync my MS Office also, so that will be available in any another device. So what is there? Access from anywhere is available. Okay, so this is the main advantage when we go into the cloud. Access from anywhere. If you are having your data, you can access the data from anywhere. And not only that, okay, this is one of the use case. Storage is one of the use case. The second one is, so why we need to go for cloud? Why we need to go for cloud? And then what is cloud? Okay, what is meant by cloud? Before I go into why we need cloud, just imagine you created an application. Okay, you created an application. Initially, for example, you created an e-commerce website. Initially, it is okay. Okay. So which means the number of customers, the trusted people, the number of trusted people are very less. But once the application went viral, okay, everyone are talking about the application. In this application, in this e-commerce website, we will get the what I can say, whatever the devices, whatever the what I can say, electronic devices, or else whatever the groceries we want in very less cost. So this is like online DMart kind of thing. Everything is available with low cost. So now what happened? The application is very popular and so many people across the world will start to access the application. Okay. So just imagine if the application, if the app is installed, okay, if the app is installed on a single server, on a single server. Okay. Now only if there is some 100 to 1000 customers are there, 100 to 1000 customers are there, that's fine. The server will accept the load and it will work. For example, you are having an shop. Okay, you are having this what I can say, RS Brothers kind of textile shop is there. For example, I'm talking. In that shop, you are having only one salesman is there. Okay, try to understand. We are having only one salesman. Now you don't have any offers at that particular point of time. We don't set any offers. So the people who are coming to that particular shop or else to that particular showroom is only a few. Okay. If per day, some 10 to 15 customers will be coming to that showroom. Suddenly what happened at a particular point of time? So in that showroom, you have announced a sale. What is the sale? Purchase any product, you are going to get flat 60% off. Okay, that is the sale which you have give. So what will be the number of people who are attending to that particular shop, who will be coming to the shop, will be increased enormously. So 10 to 15 people are coming per day. Now it will become to 150 people or 200 people per day. So only one salesperson is there. Is that possible for her or him to manage the crowd? It is not possible. So the same way here we have the application which is installed on a single server, and if we are having a very less load, that is fine. So like 100 to 1000 requests per minute, that's okay, the server can take. But if it goes beyond somewhere like 10 lakh requests are coming at a time, okay, 10 lakh requests are coming at a same instant, what happens? The server will go down. So the same thing, whatever I have given you the example, the showroom kind of thing. If at a time, if some 100 200 people came at the same time, a single salesperson is not enough. So definitely you need to increase the number of people. So up to how much time you can increase the number of people? Only for 2 days. Whenever the sale is there, only that particular point of time you can increase the number of people. But that is required. So when you hire a person, definitely you need to pay salary for them at least for 1 month. So for 3 to 4 people, 1 month salary is in the stake. Okay, so that's the main condition over here. Suddenly, if the traffic is increasing, you need to scale up the servers. If the traffic is decreasing, you need to scale down the servers. So that cannot be happened in the on-premises environment. So if some 10 lakh people are accessing the application, I need to increase the servers. Or else if again, when we coming back to the normal percentage, like 100 people are accessing the application, I need to decrease the servers. So increasing and decreasing. Okay, so it will create a problem here. Okay, so increasing of the servers and decreasing of the servers will create the problem. So this can be avoided with the help of a concept in the cloud called as auto scaling, or else scaling the servers. So we can scale up the servers and we can scale down the servers. I will tell you an example for that also. So this is the reason why we have to go for the cloud. Not only this, okay. For example, you have a home, okay. Of course, you will have a home. Now, to get the current, which means to get the power, will you create a power generation plant in your home? Is that possible? Do you understand my question? If you are having a home, inside the home you want to have certain power in the sense current. Okay, you want to have the current. Okay, to get the current, will you install the power generation plant in your home? Is it recommended to have that? I'm asking the question to everyone.
No, sir.
Shiva,
Not required.
Sunil, no, not required. So despite of that, what I can do here is I can put an letter to the power generation corporation, or else power transportation corporation, saying that I want a meter for my home. I'm constructing a new home. So I want the current for my home. I want a new meter for my home. Can you please grant me a meter? So they will provide a meter for your home. Okay. So when they provide the meter for your home, so how much current or else how much power you are utilizing, you have to pay for that. So for example, in your home, if you are having only two TVs and you are having two tube lights and one fan is there, or one or two fans are there. So how much current it will consume? Maximum 100 units per month. So you have to pay only for that 100 units. In the same manner, for example, in your home, if you are having AC, TV, fridge, and then two ACs, two TVs, and a single fridge, and then you are having a water motor and water pumping motor, and then you are having so many electronic goods are available. So then the power bill will be very high, depending on number of appliances that you are in. You are using a grinder, you are using the mixer. So definitely the power bill will be very high. Okay. So just give me a second. Is my voice audible for you? Any
It is
cracking is
breaking,
there?
sir. Yes, it is breaking.
Okay. Am I clear now? Is my voice is clearly audible for you? Is it still breaking?
Yeah, yeah, it is fine now.
Hello?
Yeah, it is fine,
Hello?
sir. It is fine, sir, now.
At least give me the response, buddy. Okay. Yeah. Coming back to the point. So this is what. So for every time you don't want to rent the, what I can say, this particular, I mean, you don't want to create your own power generation plant, or else if you want to go for a trip for you with your friends. Okay, if you want to go for a trip with your friends, you won't purchase a car only for a single trip, you will rent a car. So here what is happening, anytime pay as you go method is the thing that the humans are choosing for. Okay, so in the same manner, cloud will also provide the resources. Cloud will provide the on demand resources on-demand resources like servers, storage, and then databases. Okay, everything on. So this is called as on-demand resources in pay-as-you-go method. Pay-as-you-go method, which means that how much usage you will do, you have to pay only for that. For example, you have installed a server. Okay, you are running the server. So for how many hours you run the server, you have to pay only for that hours. So whatever the hours, whichever the hours you don't utilize the servers, you don't need to pay for that. So that is called as pay-as-you-go method. Just like our current bill. So how much amount of units of power you are utilizing, you have to pay only for that. Apart from that, you don't need to pay for any extra hours, right? So that is called as pay-as-you-go method. So now what is meant by cloud? What is cloud? Okay, cloud is creating or accessing on-demand services like servers, storage, and databases, any another services, any another IT services over the internet. It is called as a cloud computing. So cloud computing means accessing the servers, accessing the on-demand services. I will call it as on-demand services over the internet. Okay, it is called as cloud computing. So if you are having the internet, why? Because the servers will not be available in our premises. The servers will be somewhere in databases, sorry, in the data centers. Okay, so the servers will be located in some data centers. Your storage will be located in some data centers. Your applications will be stored in that servers, which are present in the data centers. Now you will be sitting in your home and you will be accessing those servers which are deployed in the AWS environment. So how you are going to access those AWS servers over the internet? So if you are accessing any on-demand servers over the internet, so that is called as cloud. Now, what is the new term called as on-demand servers or else on-demand services? On-demand services in the sense, whenever you want, you are going to create the servers or start the services. Whenever you don't want, you are going to stop the services. So those are called as on-demand services. Whatever the user requirement is there at that point of time, you can increase the services. If you don't want, you can decrease the services. At the same time, if you want the server to run, you can start the server. You don't want the server to run, then you can stop the server. It is very easy for you to run the services whenever you want. So those are called as on-demand services. Okay, so if you are accessing any service over the internet, if you are accessing any on-demand service over the internet, then that is called as a cloud computing. Now, what are the best examples that we can give? Okay, so I want this to be answered by each and every people in this particular session. So are you using any food delivery app? I want genuine answer from everyone. Do you use the food delivery apps?
Yes.
Yes,
Which
we
app,
use
which app you will use?
And Zomato,
usually Zomato.
Swiggy.
Zomato and Swiggy. Okay, very good. So let us see from the wake up, when we wake up in the early in the morning too, still we get on to the bed. Okay, let us see which applications we will use daily. Okay, let us see. When we wake up, alarm is internet connected, even though that is ringing on our phone, but still it is internet connected. Why? Because it has to get the time. Okay, so okay, that's fine. And the next one, weather reports. So I want to know whether it is a shiny day or else it is a rainy day. So weather forecast will be coming from the internet and those will be in the servers. And the second one is, when we wake up early in the morning, we don't have groceries in our home. Okay, so I'm very lazy person. I don't want to go outside. Nowadays we are having Zepto, Blinkit, and what else? We are having Swiggy, Instamart. Like that, we are having so many delivery applications are available. These all applications are cloud connected. Once you got your brush, toothpaste, and you will start bathing, and everything is done. So now you want to travel to your office. So to travel to your office, which applications you will use? You will use the Rapido, or else you will use Ola, or else you will use Uber. So like that, you are having so many another applications which are all are cloud connected. And once you have reached the office, you will access the internet and you will use the web application. Among the web application, maximum number of web applications will be cloud connected. And then in the afternoon, you are very hungry, so you want to order the food. So obviously you will go with the Zomato or Swiggy. So if you are getting the box from your home, that's fine. If not, then you will order the food. So the Swiggy and Zomato, which are connected to the cloud. And in the evening, you want to go for a movie. Okay, you want to go for a movie. You want to book a seat in a theater. So Book My Show, Paytm, or also any another application. These are also connected to cloud. So in the evening, you go for an movie and it is very good, and you will come back and you will have your dinner. The next day you want to travel. So the next day you want to travel, then either you will book your bus ticket over the Abhi bus, Red bus, or else if you want to go over the train, IRCTC. These are all connected to the cloud. So if you see from the beginning of the day, and you are making the payments, I forgot about the payments, very important payments like phone pay, GPay, or else any another Google, what else we are having, UPI. Okay, these are all connected to Bharat UPI. That is what all these UPI applications are connected to the cloud. So if you see, if you divide cloud from your applications and see the applications, then you will not able to access the application. So cloud has become an integral part of your day-to-day life. You are using the cloud, but you don't know whether you are using it or not. So for example, you are using Netflix to get an entertainment, you are streaming Netflix, or else to watch the IPL. For IPL, you are watching the Jio Hotstar. These are all connected to the cloud. Okay, Jio Hotstar. So if you see in the IPL, so from evening 6 o'clock to night 11 o'clock, for example, we have only one match per day. So at that time, evening 6 o'clock to night 11 o'clock, if you see the viewer count, that will be increasing, keep on increasing, like 2 crores, 2 crores to 6 crores, like that. So if that number of people are increasing, if we are installing that application in an on-premises server, the on-premises server will not handle the request. It cannot handle, so it will hang out. So now these applications are hosted on the cloud environment. So if you can see, from the morning till you go on to the bed, everywhere, every time you are using the cloud. Maximum for averagely a person will use 87 cloud applications per day. This is given by a report. So they are saying that 87 applications will be used by the persons, okay, by the humans per day. Which applications? Cloud applications. But you don't know whether you are using the cloud or not. You know only about the application, but what about the backend, from where we are getting the data, which services are helpful for us? For example, you put an order, okay, you put an order. Just imagine when you open the Zomato. Let us see what we are going to use over here. So when you open the Zomato, so now an interface will come in front of you. That is the UI, whatever the user interface and user experience interface will be coming. So in the search box, you will type some food item or else some restaurant name. When you search that comes under the Elasticsearch. So it is going to collect all the information from the user and it is going to display according to that dish and everything. So that will comes under the Elasticsearch. And later, whenever you put an order, so you will get the notifications. Okay, you will get the notifications that are also connected to the cloud servers. And when what about the food delivery? What happens whether the order is on the go? It's not. So tracking services will be there. So everything is interconnected to the cloud environment itself. So whatever the applications that you are using currently on your mobile, they are cloud connected. So you cannot divide cloud. So until now you are using the cloud, but now when you are starting your journey to learn the cloud, you are learning the cloud. Okay. So you don't know what is happening in the backend, but now you will know, you will come to know about what is happening in the backend. So this is about your cloud computing. For example, let me go with some applications. So Zomato is there. So Zomato peak hours will be in the afternoons, from afternoon 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. At that time they will get so many lunch orders. Okay, so that particular time is the busiest time. If I am having only a few servers, I cannot control the traffic, whatever the traffic that is coming. So I need to have more number of servers. I need to have huge servers, and more number of servers should be increased only for that particular time frame. Okay, from afternoon 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So which means there will be some 4 to 5 hours of time. I need to increase the number of servers. Once it is done, once 3 o'clock is completed, then again the order capacity will be reduced. Okay, there will be somewhere like so in the middle of 12 to 3, if you are having some 10 lakhs orders, when you come back to the normal time after 3 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock, the orders range will be somewhere like 1000 or 10,000 orders will be there. But then again after 7 o'clock dinner time, so the dinner rush will be there, so again the orders will be keep on growing ahead, so I need to increase the number of servers. So if you can see, there is a spike at a particular point of time. Number of servers required is very high at 12 to 3, and again the number of servers required for 3 to 7 it will be reduced, and again after 7 to night 10 o'clock it will be very high, and after night 10 o'clock the server spike will be reduced, or else the load spike will be reduced, so I can reduce the servers. So here in the Zomato application also, I need to increase the servers, suddenly I need to decrease the servers, again I need to increase the servers and decrease the servers. So this can be happen with the help of a service in AWS that is called as auto scaling. Okay, so let me give you a small example so that you will understand, you will clearly understand why we need to go for the cloud computing. So Netflix is there, no? So you know about Netflix. Everyone is knowing about the Netflix, right? So did anybody doesn't know about Netflix? What is Netflix? What is Netflix, guys?
The streaming platform for
It's a streaming platform to watch the movies. It's a streaming platform, right? So in Netflix, each and every server is deployed in AWS. 100% of Netflix is using 100% of Netflix application is using AWS services. Okay. So now Netflix people got a doubt. What they have got? Okay, we are deploying our applications on AWS. Now, I need to check the resiliency and robustness and reliability of AWS, which means that I want to check whether AWS can sustain the load, or else I want to check within how many minutes the AWS can bounce back. Okay, if the application is down, within how many minutes the application will bounce back. So they want to test this. Why? Because it's very simple. Now you are watching a movie. Okay, very interesting movie, night 2 o'clock, at night 2 o'clock you are watching a movie because of your work burden and all the things. You have the time only at night 2 o'clock or else night 1 o'clock. So you are watching a movie. When you are binge watching that movie or series, so suddenly the Netflix app goes down. So now you will get irritated and frustrated. So you will cancel the subscription. When you cancel the subscription, they will lose the customer. So Netflix don't want that. So I don't want to lose any customer. So what I want to do, I want to check whether my application will be continuously available for the end customers or not. So for that, they have created a test with an application called as Chaos Monkey. So this is the test, or else this is the application. What this application will do, what the software will do here is, it will terminate or shut down the servers, or else we will call in AWS, they are called as EC2 instances. So in whichever the Netflix application was deployed, so this Chaos Monkey is trying to shut down and terminate a few of the servers. When it is shutting down the servers, now what happened? The load on the another servers will be increased. So that can be balanced with the help of a service called as, in AWS there is a service called as Elastic Load Balancer. Not only in AWS, any cloud we are having load balancer technique. And then we are having auto scaling. If a server is deleted automatically, if there is a service in AWS which will increase the number of servers, that is called as auto scaling groups. And then to monitor the servers, we are having a service called as CloudWatch. This CloudWatch will give a alarm when there is a downtime of the server. So this particular server is down, so an alarm will be generated. So this alarm will send a notification saying that there is a downtime of a particular server. So there is an notification service called as SNS, simple notification service. This simple notification service will send a request, or else will send a notification to the employee. whoever is working on that application, it is going to send the notification to that particular employee either through mail, or else there are certain third-party integrations we can do, and through that also we can get a message directly to our mobile, or else we can get a call from that particular customer service also. That is possible. So this is what the simple notification service, or else we can deploy the servers not only in a single region, we can go with the multi-region deployments also. Okay. So if one region is completely down, still we can have our application available in the another region. So with all this, what happened? The AWS gave a reply to this Chaos Monkey application that even though you down the servers, automatically I can increase the number of servers. Automatically I can bounce back the application within a fraction of minutes. So within minutes, it can give me back my services. So that is how the Netflix has got a confirmation that I don't have any problem for my application. My application will be running 24/7. So this is why we need to go for the cloud computing. Okay, your application is their responsibility. So security is your responsibility. But if the application is going down, or else if you find any problem with the application, that is your responsibility. Application related tasks should be taken care by you. But related to the infrastructure, or else related to the server availability, that will be taken care by the AWS. You don't need to worry about that. So they can provide you an full-fledged trustable services. 99%, 99.99% of uptime will be there for your application. We can promise you that. So that is what the promise given by the AWS. So that is the reason why we are going for the cloud computing, not only AWS, Azure, or GCP. Now, why we need to learn cloud? Why we need to learn AWS especially? We are having Azure, we are having GCP. So if you see in 2025, 33% of the market share was held by AWS, 21% of market share was held by Azure, and 10% of the market share was held by GCP. And rest you can see Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, VM Cloud, and private clouds will be there. So, but majorly 33% is a very huge number that is associated with the AWS. And not only that, so they are having high job requirements. So if you want to get a job in AWS, it is very simple, but there is lot of openings for the AWS cloud engineers. Okay. And then what I can say, practical. So if you are a student and you want to, if you are a student, you want to do certain practical. So then what you can do, so I cannot have my AWS account if it is not free tier. So AWS is providing free tier account access for 1 year, which means whatever the services that you are using, you can use for free. A few services are costly. Okay, a few services are payable services. The rest of the services are free tier eligible for 1 year. Why AWS is providing this? AWS want their candidates to know about what are the services that are available, to explore the services and to run the services. They are providing the free tier account. So this is for 1 year. But when you come to the Azure, Azure is providing only for 1 month. 1 month free credits will be there. Okay, and later you have to pay for the resources. So now if you are studying person, if you are a student or as a trainee, within 1 month what you will do, you won't do any practice. So definitely you need to have a more time or else more months of free tier account access, then you will do the practice. So practically thinking, AWS will give you more number of days to practice. And the next one is support community. If you see like what I can say, Stack Overflow is there, Quora is there. These are all the community questionnaire communities. If you are having any doubts in particular subject like AWS, I am having certain questions, AWS service related questions are there. So in Stack Overflow, if you see, more number of people will be responding to that particular question which is present in AWS. But if it is in Azure, when you compare with AWS, for Azure, the responses are less. And as well as if you see in YouTube also, in YouTube, you will have more number of videos for AWS rather than comparing with the Azure. So that's why support also very high for the AWS. So these are the main reasons why you need to go for the AWS rather than the Azure. And then if you see the job responsibility, job roles that you are going to get, you are going to get a first role as cloud engineer. Okay, cloud engineer. Here you will be getting a salary of 6 to 15 lakhs per annum. Okay. So if you are a fresher, you will get 6 lakhs per annum. If you are an experienced candidate, you are going to get somewhere like 10 to 15 lakhs in between. Okay. So this is about the cloud engineer platform, which you are going to get a job once you have completed the AWS. So this is about why you want to learn cloud, what is cloud, and why we need to go for the AWS only. What is the reason behind for that, and what are the jobs that you are going to get, and what is the salary package if you join into the company. So this is about the cloud. Any questions? Any questions? No questions. Everything is clear.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Okay, so this is about your AWS, why you want to learn the cloud. Now, in our syllabus, when you come to our syllabus, what you are going to learn in the AWS entire course. Okay, or else first of all, let us see what is the path to learn the cloud technologies. Okay, the first one is you need to have a basic understanding about Linux, and then we will be learning about the networking basics, and then we will be going into the AWS. Okay. So what are the topics that we are going to cover in AWS? AWS, we are going to talk about VPC, EC2 instances, IAM, that will comes under the security, and then storage. Okay. And then we will be discussing about monitoring tools, and then PaaS applications like Elastic Beanstalk. And then we will be discussing about cloud formation and developer tools. So these are all we are going to cover. So when you come to the VPC, we will be discussing about VPC creation, and then peering, VPC peering, and then we will be discussing about NAT gateway, endpoints, and VPN configuration, and transit gateway, and then we'll be discussing about firewalls. So these are all comes under the networking part. When you come to the EC2 instances, we will be discussing about types of EC2 instances. And then AMI, EBS volumes, elastic block storage, and then we will be discussing about load balancers, network load balancer and application load balancer, auto scaling groups, and Route 53. It is also a networking concept, but I will put it in EC2 instance. And then global accelerator, CloudFront. Okay, in CloudFront also, I will tell you about the WAF, Web Application Firewall. So that's about the EC2 part. Okay, actually CloudFront Global Accelerator Route 53 will comes under the content delivery part, network and content delivery. That's okay. In IAM identity, I will make it as a security. In security, we'll be learning about IAM, users, roles, creating policies using JSON. With the help of JSON script, how you can create the policies, and then cross account access, and then AWS organizations, AWS orgs, and we will be discussing about Active Directory. Okay, AWS managed AD, and then simple AD connector, and then and then we will be discussing about connecting Azure AD with AWS, and then IAM Identity Center. Okay, so this is what we will be discussing in IAM, and then we will discuss about secrets manager, and then systems manager. These are all comes under the compliances, and then we'll watch Cloud Tower, Cloud Trail, Okay, these are all comes under the compliances. So this will security and compliances. And when you come to the storage, we'll discuss about S3 buckets and S3 bucket and AWS backup, and then EFS, FSX, and then databases. Okay, in database, what we are going to discuss here is we will be discussing about RDS databases. Okay, creating MySQL database and providing MySQL or Postgres, providing high reliability or else high availability, not reliability, high availability. Okay, and the next one is we will discuss about serverless architecture. So in which we are going to work about Lambda and then API gateway. These are the things that we are going to cover. And the monitoring tools, we will be discussing about the CloudWatch, and then alarms, SNS, simple notification service, event bridge. Okay, these are the topics that we are going to cover in the monitoring. And when you come to the PaaS, Elastic Beanstalk. And in the cloud formation, we'll discuss about the cloud formation templates. And in the developer tools, we are going to discuss about the code commit, code pipeline, and the code commit, code pipeline. What else we are having? Code artifact, code artifact. Okay, that will come under the code build also will be there. Okay, so yeah, so these are the things that we are going to discuss overall. Okay, so this is the syllabus of your entire AWS. If you have any questions, you can ask me. And I forgot to tell you SNS SQS will be there. Simple queue service. SQS is not there. Questions, guys? Now that is about your syllabus. If you have any further questions, you can ask me now. And the fees will be 7,000, and total number of days will be 45 to 50 days, 50 working days. Okay, 45 to 50 working hours. I will call it as working hours. Okay, and it's a non-negotiable, guys. Okay, again, I'm saying 7,000 is an investment which you are putting for learning the cloud. So, yeah. So these are all the things that you are going to learn. With the practical, you will get the videos and documentation. Videos and documentation is there, will be provided. Any further questions? And again, telling you the second one, I forgot to talk. By completing this course, you can do AWS Architect, Solution Architect Associate Level Certification. Okay, that's it. Anything else?
Sir, we are going to configure the instances on AWS, right? In the future, it's upcoming classes.
Every day you will be working with the AWS console. You will be creating everything manually. I am not going to talk with theoretical practices. It will be completely a practical oriented sessions. Okay. Who asked me the question?
Yeah, this is Ishwar.
Yeah, Ishwar. I hope you got the answer for the question.
Yeah.
It's totally a practical oriented session. We will not go with the theoretical concepts. Everything will be a practical thing. If in between the practical only, I will tell you the theory itself. Yes, DURGASOFT, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a Chaitanya, I have a question. See, I do have experience on the similar range of you, but I've been into the desktop application development predominantly in Python and C++. See, because now it's fading away. Because without the cloud, I'm not getting any interview calls. That's the reason why I joined this AWS, because most of the job requirement, the minimum comes, they're asking the AWS at least some experience.
Yes.
So this
And
syllabus
put
is
3 years of
sufficient.
AWS experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yes. This this course is sufficient for that same.
Yes, it's more than enough for you. You are into the development, right?
Yes, I'm into development with C++
Hmm.
and Python on both the sides, predominantly on the building the application purely on desktops. That is the kind
Yeah,
of
I understand that. So
yes.
you have a knowledge on application development. So let me complete this. So with this course, you can put an experience of 3 years into AWS, working with the application, deploying onto the servers.
Yes. So application deployment teaching it or the
We'll see that. We'll have a little small project how we are going to work.
okay, that's fine, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not going to talk about application development, guys. I'm
No,
talking.
I don't. I
I
don't
have
require
my
that.
yeah, I have my predefined applications are available with me in the GitHub. I'm going to use those applications and I'm going to show you what happens in the backend. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Manoj.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, actually, I am having 15 years of experience, but in non-IT field. Means I'm working in a IT company, but it's the work is not related to IT support or kind of support IT. So I
Okay.
want to move to AWS. So means, is this
Yeah,
the
you can move. You can put 3 years of experience. I said, 3 to 4 years of experience you can put. But the point is, you can say that. So right now we have a less number of opportunities. We are going with the cloud computing technology, which is an emerging technology. When they asked you why cloud, you are into the non-IT, right? So why you want to shift to the IT, that too for with a long duration. Okay, then you should be able to answer those things. But whatever the experience that you will get, 3 years of experience with the working with the AWS. That I can assure you on that.
okay, fine. So you will give the certificate,
Which certificate?
means the experience
From
certificate
DurgaSoft,
or
you will get the certificate, not the experience certificate. How can I give the experience certificate? Okay, you have to get the experience certificate. I will give you the training, and from DurgaSoft, you will get the course completion certificate. So if you want to write the AWS certification, you have to pay for AWS and write the certification. Okay, I can support you on writing the certification. I can provide you a few questions of which kind of questions will be asked in the certification point of view.
means the global AWS certification you're talking.
Yes, I will support you on global AWS certification. Which kind of questions will be asked? That kind of thing I can give you I can assure you that you can crack the certification. I will try to make sure that you will crack the certification.
Okay, sir. Fine. And sir, my shift timing is different in every week. So is it possible if I didn't join the session and
That is what I said. You will get the videos and documentation. Don't worry about that.
okay, fine, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Sir,
one more
for
thing, guys. Yeah, Ishwar.
certification, how much fee it was there, sir, for AWS certification?
For AWS certification, it will be $150 plus GST that you have to apply. We are not going to take a part on that. We will only provide the training, but I will provide the training based on the certification. Okay. And the company requirements, but the rest of the certification has to be done by you.
Okay, sir.
Right. And one more thing I want to mention, the class timings will be from 8:30 in the morning, guys. So now we are going with the demos. Once the demos are completed, the session will be 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 or 10 a.m. Most probably it will be 9:30. So make a note of that, 9:30 a.m. But sometimes it may go beyond the 10 a.m. up to 10 a.m. depending on the topic. Okay.
And one more thing, yeah, so there is a
Yes,
gossip,
sure.
okay, outside. So DurgaSoft people will say 45 days, but they will skip few classes and they will postpone and they will delay
You
the
have
course.
checked. 1 second. You have checked some another candidate reviews. Please check my reviews.
Yeah, that is what I am asking. Okay, so because
My
your working
sessions
hours will
will be
not affect our classes, right?
no. My sessions will be like, see, I won't skip the sessions. Mostly the sessions will be complete on time. Okay, if you see my whatever the sessions that I'm taking right now, all the sessions are closed at the given point of time. Okay, I won't
Yeah, I
skip the
mean,
sessions.
yeah,
Okay,
1 or 2 days or
mostly
5
1 or
days
2
is
days it might happen. Okay, so that's why I said you 45 to 50 days.
okay.
Okay, it might go beyond plus or minus 5 also. Mostly it will be completed within 45 days. Okay,
Yeah, extending the classes are not a problem, but yeah, in between if you
it
skip,
won't go
right?
beyond. No, it won't go beyond. See, I won't skip in the sense, see, there might be an emergency. I might be having a few plans before I have made. Okay, so only at that time, I won't say I'm skipping the sessions. But one thing I can assure you that whatever I have said you 45 to 50 hours of session, within 50 hours of session, I will try to complete the classes. Am I clear?
So it
Yes.
is
So now it is June 20, right? So my target of completing the sessions will be June 20, July 20. Take it as August 15th. Okay, I'll give like that. Am I clear?
Yes,
The
and the
course completion
timings
date
will
I have
not
given.
be timings will not be
Timings
changed.
will be the same, 8:30 to 9:30 or 10.
At any cost, it will not be changing because I have
No.
to fix my
No, it
schedule.
won't change. It won't
Okay.
change. I have my fixes. I have my what I can say. I have my storyboards. I have my uh, what I can say. Timings. I have my timing constraint. Roster is there for me. That roster is completely filled. So only the time slot which I have is 8:30 to 10 o'clock. So I have given that time. My roster is also filled, guys. That won't be changed. Am I clear?
So,
Yes.
sir, 5 days in a week or
That
how?
depends. See, I will take 5 days a week, guys, Monday to Friday. Some days, what happens if there is if I am not available on, like, I won't be saying that I won't available. Maybe, uh, maybe someday, some week, at some point, I will tell you. Okay, if there is any Saturday, Sunday session, I will tell you before itself. Mostly you won't have that. Okay, mostly 5 days a week you will have the sessions. Clear?
Yes, yes.
90% or else 95% you will have Friday, Monday to Friday only. Okay, that 5% I might extend the sessions depending on the topics. Okay, how many topics that we have left, what is the time constraint that we are having, depending on that I might extend it. But at any given point of time, I will try to complete the sessions by August 15th. That's my promise.
Sir, is there any means job assistance after this course?
That I cannot comment on this. Okay, from my side, I will provide the training. Okay.
Sir, can you
Okay.
help in creating resume?
Chaitanya,
I
what's the
will
cost of the certification?
$150 plus GST.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody is asking some question related to just
Sir,
yeah,
related
Shiva.
to resume, sir.
I will share you the sample resumes with you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anything else, guys?
No,
So
no.
in syllabus you have mentioned systems manager and migration.
Migration I
also
did not mention.
migration.
Migration is a tough topic that I cannot show you on this laptop. So migrations won't be there. And if you put migrations in the resume, they will start asking the questions only about the migrations, which is over the top for you. Okay, so don't go with the migrations. So you are learning these many concepts, right? So if you put, or else if you try to show the migration topic in your resume, then they won't go for all these topics which you know which you can understand and which you can work very easily. So they will start asking the questions on the migrations, which will be over the top for you. Okay, so I don't recommend you to go with the migrations kind of. That's why I did not included the migrations. Okay.
And syllabus, it is there.
No,
So
that's mistakenly
DURGASOFT
printed.
official.
That's
So the new
mistakenly
batch
printed.
will
That
start
one.
from tomorrow, right?
Sorry,
The new batch will start from tomorrow.
not the new batch. Your batch will be already started, and from Monday onwards, this batch will be at 8:30 a.m. Okay.
So, Chaitanya, one thing, this again, 3-4 days again, we'll have a demo batches and the actual class will start from next Monday only, yeah?
No. Next Monday in the sense 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow also you will have the demo session, and on 23rd we will start the actual sessions. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Anything else, guys? Is everything is answered from my end?
So whatever the syllabus you have discussed, that is enough to crack the certification, the AWS.
That's more than enough.
Sir, one doubt means you said from 23rd the new batch will start, right?
Yeah, that is what, not the new batch. Your batch will be started at 8:30 a.m. 23rd. It's not a new batch. Okay, the actual concept, the demos will be complete. Tomorrow we will complete the demos. Okay, from 7:30 to 8:30, and from 23rd onwards, the actual sessions will start. Okay.
It will start. It will start from the scratch or in the middle of the course.
What is meant by scratch?
Means in the starting, I'm saying.
That is what we have said. What is the starting point for me? This one. From the scratch only, it is going to start. Okay.
Okay.
Chalo. Fine, guys. So we'll meet in the next session. Next session will be also at 7:30 a.m. Okay. And Sunil, you asked me a question. Can I get some insights about? Yeah. When we go in detail about the into the course, I will try to provide you the questions related to the AWS certification so that you can get some more knowledge on that. Okay. Okay, guys. Yes, Manoj.
No, sir, I'm dropping off actually.
Okay. Fine, guys. Have a nice day, and we'll meet in the next session. Bye-bye. And one thing I want to inform you, those who are very interested in joining the sessions, please attend the DURGASOFT calls and tell them at least you are interested or not, so that we can have a count on that. Okay. So if we are calling, we are not going to ask you so many questions. So are you joining? When you are joining, when you are paying. That's it. So apart from that, your sessions will be everyday sessions. And I mean, every day in the sense, weekly 5 days of sessions will be there. Most probably I won't take more leaves. Your topics will be covered within the given time span itself. And if you have any queries, you can check out my reviews, which is there in the DURGASOFT Google reviews, and you can attend the sessions also. So have a nice day, and we'll meet in the next session. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.